To be delivering this speech really means a lot to me, and I'd like to thank each and every one of you for taking the time and effort to join us here. From these few short hours, hundreds of perpetual memories will be made. Without a doubt, it truly is times like this that one must never forget. So, without further ado, I'll now begin. The year is 2001. Mom, no! You can't force me into that place. I don't want to go. Yes, none other than a child's first day of school. What's going to happen? Am I ever going to leave? Why does the day seem so long? Uneasy thoughts such as these terrorize the minds of pretty much every child entering school. However, as time goes on, you make new friends, adapt to the new ways, get used to the environment, and soon enough, school feels just like a second home. It seems as if it was just yesterday my parents were yelling at me to get out from hiding under the bed and getting into the car. Fast forward 3 years. The year is 2005. It was my first time to ever set foot in an Islamic school. Having been told by some friends that it was much stricter than public school, I was not looking forward to it at all. In addition, although I could speak Arabic fluently, I was absolutely clueless when it came to reading and writing. As I entered on my first day, I was enveloped in fear as I kept thinking of how much I would be behind. However, I met kind-hearted friends that were there to help me out and get me settled in, many of which are in my current class. Without them, I wasn't even able to locate the restroom. And that's true. Fast forward 5 years. May 27, 2010. After hours of celebrating the end of final exams with my friends, I am at home, relaxing, watching NBA as I type this speech, the very day before I must read it aloud. 24 hours later, the big day is finally here. 12 warriors have just been deemed victorious. The fireworks begin today. Each diploma is a lighted match. Each of us is a fuse. Each of us is a fuse. No worries, actually. None of us will really be set on fire. Your innumerable, tiresome hours of studying have finally paid off. If you missed a Celtics game or two, this is your reward. As Aristotle said, the roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. Although this is just the beginning, it is greatly significant. We learn the skills we will be implementing in many years to come, high school, college, and beyond. The Prophet ﷺ advised us to seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave. The 4 following years will be of great importance and will determine where we end up in the future. From now, we must set goals and remain resolute in fulfilling them. Oak Mandino states that the victory of success is half won when one gains the habit of setting goals and achieving them. Even the most tedious chore will become endurable. As you parade through each day, convinced that every task, no matter how menial or boring, brings you closer to fulfilling your dreams. Before I end off, I'd like to thank all the teachers for everything they did this year. Without them, we'd be lost. Sister Sian, I'll never forget the looks on students' faces when you utter the words -5, as they beg for forgiveness. I will never forget the time you took us to Dunkin' Donuts to relax the period before our big math test. Brother Hisham Hijazi, I will never forget the awesome times we had in your class, watching videos of soccer goals on YouTube and competing to find which ones we thought were cooler. Brother Abdul Hayy, I will never forget the time we made a circle in your class and you told us about when you hitchhiked to Florida. Sister Edmund, I'll never forget the hilarious times when we played Zip Zap Zop and Telephone in your class. Sister Tahmina, you will always greatly be appreciated for coming here and adapting to our ways quickly without giving up and pulling your hair off. Sister Fatma, the times when we cheered jubilantly together, commemorating the victory of our beloved country, while the Algerian Sister Sihan and Brother Sufyan were sitting in the corner making excuses. We really appreciate the way you adapted to this Al-Noorian environment without going ballistic and pulling off your hair. Brother Sufyan, oh, the times where we dreamed of challenging each other into touching your white, shiny board or sitting in your comfortable chair. If you may not know, Brother Sufyan is very fearful of germs. So, and he has this thing where we can't touch his board, and if he does, like, we're dead. Brother Justin, you just came back from a recent injury. We have to ask you, how to come see us? 8th graders, this is it. Say goodbye to middle school, and hello to high school.
Next up, we will go into our entertainment session by Brother Hassan, who will be reciting the Shir Shami.
لو اجى مصطفى معه هيك قال لي هلا قال لي
عليكم السلام.
بده يغني ما بعرف بركي بده شيء يسكر.
This is a nasheed to describe the relation between the servants and their Lord Allah. Servants like us, all, everyone of us here, and their Lord Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It describes many standing points in our lives to make us think about all the bounties and make us think about all the things that Allah bestowed on us. أغيب وذو اللطام